There's a strange truth about success that no one ever tells you. Most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They fail because something deep inside them won't let them win. You might have felt this before, that invisible resistance that stops you right when things are going well. You start a new routine, and suddenly you lose motivation. You begin a new business, and fear creeps in. You get closer to your goal, and somehow you pull back. It's not bad luck. It's not laziness. It's self-sabotage, a silent force buried deep within your subconscious mind that keeps you trapped in cycles of mediocrity. You tell yourself you want more out of life, that you want to change. But something inside of you whispers, stay where it's safe. And so, without realizing it, you build walls around your own potential. You create excuses that sound logical, but are really just fear wearing a mask. You blame circumstances, people, or timing. But the truth is much simpler and far more uncomfortable. The person stopping you is you. Self-sabotage doesn't announce itself. It's quiet, familiar, and disguised as logic. It's procrastination that sounds like, I'll start tomorrow. It's perfectionism that whispers, it's not ready yet. It's comfort that convinces you that this is good enough. It's the subtle voice that tells you you're not smart enough, not ready enough, not worthy enough. These thoughts don't come from nowhere. They're old programs running deep in your subconscious, installed long before you were even aware of them. From the moment you were a child, your brain was being programmed. Every word you heard, every rejection you felt, every failure that made you feel small, it all shaped the blueprint of your mind. When you were told, be realistic, you learned to shrink your dreams. When you were told, don't be too confident, you learned to fear success. When you were told, money doesn't grow on trees, you learned to associate abundance with guilt. Slowly, your subconscious built rules that were meant to protect you but now imprison you. And the most dangerous thing about these subconscious beliefs is that you don't even know they exist. You can't fight what you can't see. So instead, you keep repeating the same cycles, starting strong, fading fast, finding comfort in distraction, then feeling guilty again. You become addicted to the loop. You feel like you're chasing your own tail, motivated one moment, lost the next. It's not because you're broken. It's because your mind is wired for safety, not success. Before we go on, if this message is hitting home, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe. It might seem small, but it helps this channel grow and helps more people transform their lives. I'm deeply grateful for your support. Now let's keep going. Your subconscious doesn't care about your dreams. It only cares about your survival. To your subconscious, familiar equals safe, even if the familiar is failure. That's why so many people unconsciously recreate the same struggles again and again, the same toxic relationships, the same financial patterns, the same emotional lows. You attract what feels familiar to your subconscious, not what you consciously desire. That's why affirmations don't always work. You can say, I'm successful 1,000 times, but if your subconscious believes you're not worthy of it, it will sabotage every opportunity that proves otherwise. So how do you break free from this invisible prison? It begins with awareness, with daring to look beneath the surface. Every time you feel resistance, instead of running from it, ask yourself why. Why do I feel uncomfortable succeeding? Why do I procrastinate when things are going well? Why do I fear being seen, loved, or admired? The answers may not come immediately, but when they do, they'll reveal patterns that have ruled you for years. Awareness is the first crack in the walls of self-sabotage. Then comes the second step, reprogramming. You have to teach your subconscious that success is safe. You have to make the unfamiliar familiar. That means stepping into discomfort again and again until it no longer feels dangerous. When you wake up early instead of hitting snooze, you're reprogramming your mind. When you finish the task instead of scrolling your phone, you're telling your brain, "This is who I am now." Every small act of discipline is a signal to your subconscious that you are no longer the same. And here's the secret most people never realize. Your subconscious listens more to action than words. You can say you're confident, but if your actions scream fear, your mind believes fear. You can say you want abundance, but if you act from scarcity, hoarding, doubting, hesitating, your subconscious locks you in lack. Transformation doesn't happen through talk. It happens through consistent, aligned action that challenges your old identity. You must also forgive yourself for the years you've spent in self-sabotage. Beating yourself up only strengthens the same old cycle of guilt and shame. Understand this. Every act of self-sabotage was your subconscious trying to protect you from pain. It thought failure would hurt less than rejection. It thought staying small was safer than being judged. Once you understand that, you can begin to thank your past self, not hate it, and gently guide your mind toward a new reality. As you reprogram your subconscious, you'll notice something powerful. The resistance starts to fade. You'll stop negotiating with yourself. You'll stop needing motivation. You'll start doing the things you once avoided. Not because it's easy, but because it feels natural. The identity of the old you will begin to die, and a new one will emerge. Disciplined, confident, unshakable. That's when you'll realize that success was never about doing more. It was about becoming more. Feeling stuck, distracted, burnt out. It's time to break free. Check out The Art of Being Unstoppable. Your blueprint to sharpen your mind, master your emotions, and take back control of your life. Inside, you'll discover powerful tools for focus, flow, resilience, and purpose. Everything you need to rise above the noise and step into your highest potential. Stop surviving. Start dominating. Become who you were born to be. The link's in the description below. Go see for yourself. But here's the challenge. The old mind doesn't die quietly. It will test you. It will whisper doubts when you're close to breakthrough. It will tempt you to quit right before the reward. That's why awareness and discipline must walk hand in hand. You must learn to see through your own mind's tricks, to recognize that the discomfort you feel when stepping into your power is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're rewiring your subconscious. Growth is not supposed to feel safe. It's supposed to feel uncertain. And if you ever wonder why so many people stay average despite having dreams, it's because they never face this internal war. They keep running from the discomfort that could free them. They keep seeking shortcuts that avoid the real work. The work of self-awareness, emotional healing, and consistency. Mediocrity is not a lack of opportunity. It's a lack of self-mastery. Most people aren't trapped by the world. They're trapped by their own programming. The beautiful part is that the mind is infinitely flexible. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, means you can literally create a new version of yourself. Every thought you challenge, every fear you face, every disciplined choice you make, changes your brain's structure. Your habits carve new neural pathways, and over time, those pathways become your new reality. The same mind that once sabotaged you can be trained to protect your goals instead of destroy them. You are not doomed by your past. You are shaped by what you repeatedly think and do. You can decide today to step out of the loop of self-sabotage and build new cycles. Cycles of progress, confidence, and abundance. But it won't happen through hope. It happens through conscious effort. You must live like the person you want to become before your mind believes it. You must act from your higher self, even when your lower self screams in fear. Because that's what freedom really is. Not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. True transformation is when your subconscious finally aligns with your vision, when the old patterns lose their power, and when success no longer feels like something you chase, but something that flows naturally from who you've become. So the next time you catch yourself sabotaging your own progress, stop and smile. Because now you know what's really happening. It's not weakness. It's not failure. It's the old you trying to survive while the new you is trying to be born. That's not something to fear. That's something to master. Because once you master your subconscious mind, you stop being the victim of your habits and become the creator of your destiny. The cycles of mediocrity end where awareness begins. And when you finally see that the only person standing in your way was you, you'll also realize the power to change everything was there all along. When that truth finally sinks in, your life will never be the same again. If you made it this far, drop a mind emoji in the comments. I want to see who finishes what they start. Thank you for watching. Keep growing, keep pushing, and never stop becoming your best self. Together we are unstoppable.